Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where last episode we were desperately attempting to not attack Keta. We're still doing that. For a little bit. I don't want to cap our manpower, and before our manpower caps, we are going to attack them. But I'd like to delay it as long as possible between now and then. Reason being, we really want to be focused heavily on putting this money into economy, right? That is very important. Our economy is slowly improving, but it needs to get a lot better. Now, attacking this will help. They've got a city here. They've got 2 settlements here. We'll get access to this colonization up this way, and we'll probably get all of this out of it too. This is going to be a pretty extensive war, though. We should have enough money set aside for... Do they not have any cities? Hang on, I'm distracted right now. That's the city. Okay. They do have 1 city. But that's it. Just the 1 city. Okay. So as I was saying, we should probably have enough money set aside to be able to hire mercenaries just in case. I don't know that it's going to be necessary, but I don't know that it's not going to be necessary either. So that's a bit of a concern, right? We definitely are going to need to be able to do that, but we can do that, like, literally right now. What is this untiring devotion? Oh, we gained 3 stability for free. Beautiful. We're very happy about that. So that is great. We're going to have enough money to hire those now, but we just want to basically bank our money and not spend it for the next couple of months here. We want to have enough money on hand to hire mercenaries for this attack. And that basically means that we're probably best off at this point to attack Keta now, I'm thinking. Probably. Actually. 4392 is our current maximum. Okay, let's get going on this. Let's raise up our levies, and this is going to be 18 in total. Oh, we lost our researcher. Sure, we need a new religious researcher. You'll do. 18 in total, so our navy is correctly sized. Let's raise our levies, and we're going to get these guys and embark. So we need to embark all of these. There we go. And we're just going to deposit them here. Now, they might attack us over here. If they do, this fort exists. But it'll take us a long time to make our way around. What is our current civic advance tech? 2? Okay. We're a long ways away from building roads. So that sounds fine, but it's going to take us a very long time to get forces out over here. Maybe we should preemptively hire mercs. And just say they're going to be useful for us. Specifically for the purpose of... Oh, we're not actually in port yet. Okay. Specifically for the purpose of being able to siege up here and defend this area. That might not be a bad idea, actually. So we'll move these back. Let's hire these mercs and see what we're at for income when that happens. 3.58. Okay, so we'll still be positive here. This will also give these guys time to regenerate morale. And I'll put them on unit reorg for right now. They are going to be expensive on unit reorg. So that means that our current income is negative. But once we take them off of unit reorg, that should be fine. They just start with no morale, and we're going to want to generate that up. So we'll embark this. Can they be in unit reorg while embarking? I don't know what that's going to do. But we're going to move them up over here. I'm not sure if they're in unit reorg right now or not. No, they're not. Okay, so that looks good. We're going to be making money again. But this money is being invested in a big land grab here, right? This is going to almost, like, double our overall territory, which is kind of huge. So we're bringing these guys right on up, and we're getting into position for this engagement. We're at 41%, now 57% morale. Okay, that looks good. So we're going to disembark these guys here, and the Navy is going to go home. Cool. I'm going to put these back into unit reorg, and we're now going to go up by about 1 per month. So there's no point in being on unit reorg after this. We're going to overshoot their morale. So that looks good. At this point, I would argue that we are ready to declare this. Double checking that they're still in the alliance. They are. and these guys will join. That's fine. Let's go. So we're going to immediately attack here and here. Not sure where their levy is going to come up. It's coming up here. Looks like we're going to catch them, which would be great. If we can catch them and eliminate this force, these guys don't have that much army. They also only have 2 forts in total, so that's noted. Okay, we didn't stack wipe that, but I guess that's fine. So we don't actually need 8k here, right? So we can move all of these guys except these out, and we can put them here, where they will hopefully not be taking attrition. But at the very least, oh, we're not actually making progress here. Yeah, we're going to have to leave some of these here. That's making progress. Okay, so there's going to be some attrition. We're probably going to have to swap back and forth some of those units. How much food do these mercs hold? Not a lot. Okay, but this fort should go down fairly quickly, in theory. Emphasis on in theory. So, this food is going to be positive down here. Yeah, only 8 food, so that's probably going to need to be swapped. But let's get these sieges completed. Well, they might hire mercs, but I don't think that this is going to be a huge issue for us. If they hire mercs, they could potentially attack here, overwhelm our mercenaries, and try to come down here, but they'd have to siege here. So I don't see what the gain really would be there. They'd have to choose between one of these 2 locations. The mercs are objectively weaker, but I don't really see what they gain from it. Okay, so we do have our Omen here. We should probably grab the Morale of Armies. That would be pretty beneficial for us, to be honest. We're making solid progress on this siege. This one's actually a little further behind. It must be because of our leader's skills. So if we go into our leader here, let's see here, character focus. If we go into this, we can see that he's got like this focus here. This isn't actually telling us what the completed focuses do, which is a little bit awkward for sure. But I believe there were focuses that increased siege speed. So that's great. We've not seen any of their forces yet, and their capital can already fall at any moment. So that's looking good. We did just lose our wise one, and we'll put this guy in. That seems fine. So this is a pretty big investment, this war. No doubt about it. We're putting a lot of money into this, but overall, it will eventually pay off. Eventually. It will put us further behind in our construction deficit, but that's okay. We were getting close to maxing out our manpower, and we don't want to do that, right? So we'll see what ends up happening here. Both of these are now in positive, so they can both end anytime now. That seems great. This war is going very well so far. There we go. 24 gold. Yep, we're going to take that. And these guys are now positioned here. Let's move these forces in, and these guys are going to move up as well. So they're running away. 3.9k there. We've only got the 5k here. But we have this reinforcement on the way in. Okay. So that's not going to be too bad. It's very slow to move around over here. No doubt about that. The head of the Fan Clan just died. So that means we need a new commander for our navy. And that's okay. We're easily winning this battle. That's great. That's even without this 4k. So that's beautiful. These mercs are going to be done very shortly here. But we are absolutely not done with our sieges. Under no circumstances. Can we move up here? Actually, we can, and we're going to do that. I'm a little surprised we can move past this fort's zone of control, but sure. We'll happily move up. Seems great. A minor addendum here, huh? 6 stability for 10 political influence is generally worthwhile. We're going to take that. We should probably also consider strong arming at this point. That'll be 47.51, dropping us to still be positive in our stability. And that pretty much... Ooh. A gift for the Kandisi people. Indeed. We're going to take money. Excellent. That puts us in a pretty good spot financially. This siege is finally over. So that is phenomenal. We're going to walk this direction, and the question is, where are their forces? Can we push up to here? No, we cannot. Noted. We can take this location, we can push around this way, and that's what we're going to have to do. But I'm going to leave some forces here attacking this. I would like it to be these lads. And then these guys ideally should... Oh, we can move here now that we control this province. Interesting. So that's a change in the zone of control rules from Europa. Noted. Zone of control appears to only apply if you do not hold the province in question. Fantastic. So we easily win this battle. We, in fact, stack wiped them. And from here, we're going to push northward. So I want these guys to immediately run at this capital. And that's indeed exactly what they're going to do. Now, can we move here? Yes, we can. Perfect. So we're going to continue to do that. These forces are probably going to spread out a little bit. Something like that. And we're just going to cap a bunch of territory here. Now, we're keeping an eye on this situation. I'll probably leave a force here so that they're able to reinforce this if necessary. We're taking attrition, no doubt about that. Our manpower levels are going down a little bit. That's okay. We are fine with this. So these guys are going to move up to here. Beautiful. And we're just going to siege a bunch of these areas. This area is all going to be under our control. Every single bit of it. There's nothing they can do. They have lost this war. It is straight up over. Cool. So we're going to move up to here with these guys going here next. Perfect. These guys are just running straight on through and starting up a siege here. Those are our mercs, of course. Do we want to gain stability for gold? No, we don't. We do not. So these guys are heading down here. They're going to be responsible for relieving this siege if necessary. I don't think it's going to be absolutely necessary, but we'll see. So that looks absolutely great. This siege is already almost over, to be honest, and these guys are going to head up over here. Beautiful. Civic perk available. Right. So we could get build cost and build time reduction, or national population growth. I'm going to take the national population growth first. The construction leader perk is going to be very good, but we don't need it quite yet. So we don't need to move any of these forces up. They can actually just stay where they are. These guys will need to move up. We're going to have to head back here because we're not sieging this yet. That's going to take us a long time to get there yet. Okay. So let's move back over here. These guys are moving in. They're running away from us here. We may want to move some forces up here to be able to relieve our mercs if necessary. I don't necessarily think that it will be necessary, though. Okay, let's start up this siege with our mercs. They ran away this way. That's fine. Okay, so this is staying under control. We're going to move all of our forces up here as reinforcement. So we're at 95% war score right now. And yes, our mercs are taking attrition. That is understood. They are intended to be taking attrition at this time. But let's just move all of these forces northward. We can actually get ourselves a farming settlement very, very soon. 166 is going to be the cost, and that's phenomenal. Now, we are putting a lot of money into this war, but we're still able to invest somewhat. And that is really solid. These guys, I believe, are embarking. Okay, let's bring our navy up. We are a naval power, and that is remarkable. I'm not used to this, but we have a navy. They're actually going to fight here. That's pretty foolish. Okay, they should not do this. They're fighting with a small force here, no less. We're at 99% war score right now. There we go. So that's a full stack wipe at that point. We're going to move these guys back up. Now, I suspect our side might lose. We have a stronger fleet. Our commander only has 7, while theirs has 8. Their fleet has higher morale than ours. Right, because we are currently not maintaining our fleet. We're locked into this, so we'll see what happens here. This is not necessarily great. It's currently 1 December. This would have been a lot better if I had caught that before the month tick, but here we are. So we'll see what happens here. We might have to build more ships. We lost 2 ships while they lost 2 ships. Okay, so that is fine. Let's build to fleet. Can we do that while retreating? Yes. So we'll get 2 additional triremes queued up. That's fine. That's entirely my own fault, of course. I definitely should have caught that before the month tick. Certainly before we were locked in. I got all excited about actually having a navy, and then I was like, wait a second. We're not paying for the navy. So, of course, that is an issue, but it's not a big one. It costs us 16 gold. Sure, that hurts a little bit, but not too bad. Okay, this siege is now won. Our mercs are low on their morale, or rather on their troop count. But let's bring in our forces here, and we're just going to want to attack these guys as soon as possible here. Okay. Almost there. Noted. Barbarians rising up down here. That is fine. Get in there. So obviously we're going to easily win that. Barbs are here. They're sieging this fort. Okay. I wish them luck in that endeavor. So that is okay. We're going to take these guys out, and I'm going to have our mercs come here while our main forces... Ooh, more advances. While our main forces back off. So we're going to have our mercs come here. Main forces are these guys. They are going to back off and come fight here. Okay. Hopefully they stick together. We should probably not actually have them go in like that. They're just going to walk to here. Cool. So that looks okay. Wait, they already won this? Our fort maintenance isn't down. That's insane that they already won that. Okay. Wild. Well, we're going to go take care of them anyway. It doesn't matter. So we've got this under control. The mercs are absolutely going to win this. They have nowhere to go. Fantastic. So inward we go. And of course, we're going to have a huge expansion here. This is probably going to be a lot of AE, and that's absolutely okay. We're going to get this siege done, and this will end the war. Now, the levies are not going to go home yet. But let's just wrap that up. That puts us at 100%. I want to separate piece these guys. We're going to take all of their territory, 20 aggressive expansion. That is quite a lot. We're going to take it. There we go. And we're going to lose half a point of AE. Now we're going to come down here and sue for peace, and we're going to take all of this territory as well. And we're going to lose half a point of AE there too. Okay, so 26.36 is a lot of aggressive expansion, right? So we are on our way down here. Let's see if they instantly siege this fort as well. That'll be interesting for sure. We do need a governor up here in Burma, and let's put in this guy. Cool. So, what do they got here? Status quo? I think they just rolled incredibly well for sieging this, to be honest. So we don't need to have our mercs up anymore. We can disband those. They're going to head home, or maybe be abandoned here. That's interesting. If they're going to stay here because they can't pathfind home, because of the lack of ships. Okay, I like them being there, actually. That's a good spot for them. So at this point, we're at 165 gold. Now we can make our second to last farming settlement. There is apparently one farming settlement that we can make up here, and that's okay. We'll make this one first. Looks good. So now we're going to need to eliminate these barbarians. That is currently our top priority. We're on our way down there. We do have some starving pops in this territory, and will enable automatic trading. This siege is the primary reason why there's a starving pop. All that's here is a singular slave. Okay, so they're likely going to burn that settlement down. But sure, we should absolutely colonize this. But Riam would, or rather Nang Riam, would need to be the... Oh, we need a province neighboring this to have 7 pops, and 50% of them be our culture. So that's fine. We can work our way towards that. Let's move in here and eliminate these barbarians immediately. This should go quite well. We're, of course, pretty negative financially. I want to get rid of this fortress. That produces gemstones. Okay. So we're going to eliminate these barbarians. And, yeah, local population growth. These forts here should not exist at this time. So I'm going to get rid of those. This fort is actually ideal. We want a fort here as well. So that's going to cost how much? We currently have a farming settlement there. I hate to get rid of that. 132.8. Okay. That's reasonably fine for now. Let's eliminate these guys and eliminate that fort. This fort doesn't need to exist either. So we'll get rid of that. Illness is advancing. Okay. And we're going to eliminate these barbarians. No problem. There we go. They're going to be retreating to here. We're going to go fight them there. And that battle will happen on 16 January. So they will recover some morale. Not much morale, though. Okay, that's very little morale. The ministers know what they're doing, I'm sure. Okay, I would like to build our fortress here. And this is a settlement here, so we can't upgrade that, but I guess that's okay. So we stack wiped the barbs there, and that fortress came back. So let's get rid of this fort. Let's get rid of this fort. Let's also put down our levies. We now have a new levy. Okay, beautiful. And this is now 21. Okay, so we should probably bump this up to 21. So we'll need 3 additional triremes here. Perfect. And we'll need to settle this eventually. So we need 7 pops here in one of these locations. And at least 50% of them have to be the correct culture. So this location currently has 5. And what culture are these? Okay, so these are Chaya. That's fine, but we're going to need to move a lot of pops in. So I think here would be the right way to go. So we would move pops here. These would want to be... They would have to be of the Minangkabau culture. Hang on. So Malayan is an integrated culture, correct? They should be. And I want Chaya to be integrated as well, because they are part of our culture group. Yes, so Chaya will be integrated. We'll give them citizenship rights. That's okay. So they'll be integrated. Malayan is integrated. And the question is, does it have to be our base culture, or does it just have to be an integrated culture? So if we view the pop info here, these are all Chaya currently. And that would mean that we would need to move in a pop who is, in theory, Malayan, but we don't actually have that many that we can move in. We pretty much need we need Chaya to be integrated at this point. So how long will that take to integrate? That's not too bad. Barbarians in Sumatra, huh? Okay, well, that is a little awkward for us because we can't raise this levy until... well, May. That is definitely a little awkward for us. Okay. We could potentially hire these mercs. Awkward timing. I think we're just going to have to let them rampage for a little bit. They might kill some pops, which is really, really rough. But we'll see what they do. It is currently April. We can raise our levies again next month. They're currently just standing there. So that seems fine. We're under a month away. They're now walking into our capital. They'll arrive when? 9 May, 8 May? Okay. When can we raise this? We can raise this on the 19th of May. Are they going to raise in the capital while it's under siege? I don't know. But we can now raise this. Where did they go? Here? That's a really weird place for them to go. Okay, we're going to have to move our Navy over. That's a really weird place for them to raise. Okay, well, that's rude, but whatever. We're going to move our Navy over, and these guys are eventually going to head over. The donation is much appreciated. We're going to take 20 gold here. Perfect. So we're going to move these guys in as soon as our Navy arrives here. There we go. It'll take some time to cross here, but that's fine. It's actually not too bad. But the second unit here is not on the way yet. Okay, they're going to start coming in. But these should be enough to deal with the barbarians in theory. So the barbarians are going here, it looks like. Yes. Okay. So we'll get all of these guys headed over, and the Navy is just going to go back up over here. They've got their additional 2 ships coming in. That's fine. This is very rude, of course, but we're going to head on down. We'll get there eventually. Very awkward timing for us, but it's fine. It just takes a while for the levy to recover, and that's understood. That's the risk we take when we go to war with levies. So, how are we doing on the cultural integration here? 30%? Sounds good. So in we go. The barbarians are not completely obliterated. I'm going to move these guys up. We can recap here. But this should eliminate the barbs and get all of this taken back for us. So no problem in theory there. And we shouldn't have taken too much damage there. Like 600 troops? That's not too bad. Yeah, that's definitely not too bad. Okay, so we stack wipe them. The barbarians are dealt with. So let's put our levies back down. Okay, 4 months have passed. That's fine. Absolutely okay. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Although first, I want to build a farming settlement over here. That is our final farming settlement. So that is wonderful. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.